Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to TAPS Volleyball 2019. We're here at the TAPS State Championships, University High School, Waco, Texas. Thank you for joining us on TAPS Radio and TAPS TV. We appreciate you joining us. We have Austin Waldorf School. Matthew Cisneros is the coach. They're the designated home team in white. In Navy, Ovilla Christian School, Penny Hayes. They're here today representing. You have the Eagles of Ovilla and Austin Waldorf ready to take the court for action. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV. Thank you for joining us on TAPS Radio for today's contest. We'll begin with our introductions, followed shortly thereafter by our invocation and prayer. It's a cold day outside. Our first match today saw Lubbock Trinity Christian School defeat the Bernie Geneva School of Bernie 3-1. The action will heat up with the cold outside to hot inside. Our ladies are ready to play. Thank you for joining us on this delayed broadcast as we split earlier. We want to give a shout out to Waco Convention and Visitors Bureau and the Waco Sports Commission as TAPS recognizes Waco as the city of TAPS championships. The voice of TAPS, John Pritchett, here in the building. He'll finish up with his house cleaning on the far side. Then we'll begin our introductions here. Thank you again for joining us for the 2A 2019 State Championships. The Eagles of Avila Christian School, coached by Penny Hayes. Number 0, Gabriella Noyce. Number 2, Sophia Meismer. Number 10, that's going to be Madison Parks. Number 16, that's Madeline Remick. And now, number 3, Ava Rose. Followed by number 4, that's Summer Stevens. Number 6, that's Hallie Jesse. Number 7, outside hitter, that's Audrey Nunez. Number 8, middle and outside hitter, Tessa Henry. Number 10, our defensive specialist, Madison Parks, followed by Molly Eckert. Number 11, our setter. Number 13, libero, Taylor Salcida. And number 14, Genesis Bowens. The Eagles of Avila Christian School, Red Oak, Texas, here in the 2A championship contest, live from University High School in Waco. The Eagles fan behind us are loud and proud. It's a loud gym. And now, Waldorf School, coached by Matthew Cisneros. Number 1, Clara Pickens. That's number 2, Angela Cialba. Number 6, Natalie Green. Number 9, Gabriela Marquez. Number 12, Theo Morin. Number 3 leads us out. That's Risa Olson. Number 4, Eva McGuire. Number 5, libero, Miranda Segal. Number 7, Ruby Bledsoe. Number 8, Ruby Tunney. Number 10, that's Charlotte Brenner. Number 11, that's going to be our setter for today's match, Daisy Palmer. Austin Waldorf School. Austin Waldorf, Ovilla Christian, as we go to our invocation.
Please bow your heads. Dear God, we give thanks for this chance to gather together in fellowship with our family and friends to celebrate these young women as they seek to bring out the best in each other through healthy competition. We are grateful for the officials and will honor the decisions they make as they seek to do their best. We are thankful for our coaches and all who have supported these young women during this journey of this season and throughout their lives. Lord, we give thanks for all the blessings we take for granted, the food on our table, the water that quenches our thirst, the clothes on our back, the houses we live in, the medicine that saves our lives, and the families and friends that love us unconditionally. Please help us to remember and think about those who are less fortunate in one way or another any place in the world, and then help us to speak and act on behalf of others, to stand against intolerance and hate in all forms. Please challenge us when we are lazy or self-centered to find our way in life by serving others and doing what is right all the time, even when it's not easy. In your name we pray. Amen.
So your next day, the Veterans Day approaching Monday, this honor all those who have served, those who are still serving, with the pledge of our national anthem.
Volleyball 2019, it's coming your way shortly. I'll be joined today by Coach Hudson, doing double duty. Final four last night, commentator today. Glad to have a little experience here beside me. I can read the numbers, but she knows the game. We appreciate you joining us here on TAPS TV. Want to give a quick shout out to Wilson Sporting Goods. Wilson, the official ball for TAPS. Also want to give a shout out to Earth Networks. They've been taking the pulse of the planet for more than 20 years. Thank you for joining us here on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio as we move forward with the 2A state championships. If you're watching at home, Waldorf's come out of their purple. They'll be wearing white today. They'll be moving from right to left on the screen. Ovilla, they're back in navy. Teams are ready. R2 is checking the lineup. We'll be into action here shortly. The Liberos are prepared to enter the field. The Ovilla crowd behind us is growing as we speak. The Ovilla cheerleaders are on site. On the far side, the Waldorf student section trying to get their team ready to play. We need to say thank you for TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials. Without the officials, the games are not possible. Thank you for their crews today. We had excellent games yesterday and today at both West and University High School. Visiting team today, Ovilla, should have first serve, but the toss was won by Waldorf. That's going to be number 10, Charlotte Brenner. Brenner will lead us into action with her first serve of the day. She finds the net. Point, Ovilla. Ovilla 1, Waldorf 0. That's a hard way to start the game, but get over the jitters. Number 7, this is going to be Nunez. Audrey Nunez sends it into play. Dig by number 8. Set to the near side. Risa Olsen. She was their player yesterday. They came across court and found her here on the near side. We tie it up at 1. Number 5, libero Miranda Sequel to serve. Good job that dive of Nunez getting down. They went to number 8 on the far side, Tessa Henry. Outside hitter from the far line. Point, Ovilla. Ovilla with a 2-1 lead. Little equipment change as we tie the shoes. Number 11, Molly Eckert. She's the setter. She's a senior. Good job by number 10, Charlotte Brenner. We're going to set to the near side to Olsen. Olsen finds the open spot. Point, Waldorf. It's 2-2 here in the early going. Number 11, Daisy Palmer steps back to serve. Daisy Palmer. She's our senior setter for Waldorf. Olsen. Excellent dive that time by number 11, Daisy Palmer. Number 11, Daisy Palmer back to serve. She finds the net. Jitters here early. Point, Ovilla. Ovilla 3, Waldorf 3. And we have Hallie Jesse, number 6, setting back to serve. We go deep to number 10, Brenner. Our setter sets. We have a run on by number 4, McGuire. Set to the far side, Tessa Henry, block. Number 4, Eva McGuire. Number 12, Theo Morin at the net. Number 3, this is Risa Olsen, the senior. She'll serve. She finds the net. A little early going jitters here. 4-4. Those are gifts you might not want to give away later. Number 8, Tessa Henry with the serve. Olsen's receive, sails long. Point, Ovilla. 5 for Ovilla. 4 for Waldorf. Tessa Henry to serve. They find Olsen again. This time we come to Brenner. Brenner with the hit. Block at the net. Push back over. Number 11, Daisy Palmer. She's setting number 10, Brenner. Brenner with the hit and the kill. Libero number 10, Madison Parks, gave it a good try.
Coach, you got to look at Waldorf with their senior lady. You know, they've got a lot of seniors, so a lot of jitters there.
There's a lot of jitters when we keep hitting the net. But we're close. It's 6-5. Number 3 steps back. That's Ava Rose. She had an excellent day yesterday. Ava Rose with the serve. That time they find number 5, Sequel. Number 10 with the attack was Brenner. Brenner earns the point. Point Waldorf. We're tied at 6. Substitution early. That's number 4, Summer Stevens entering the contest. Number 8, Ruby Tunney with the serve. Number 13, Taylor Salcedo was able to get her hands on it but couldn't keep it into play. Tunney says thank you. She'll step back to serve again, now leading 7-6. Play by number 4 to keep it in play, Summer Stevens, but it sails wide. 8 for Waldorf, 6 for Ovilla. Number 8, Ruby Tunney, back to serve. Once again, kind of hit off that front foot instead of the back foot and found the bottom of the net. Both coaches subbing. We have a timeout on the court. Thank you for joining us on the 2A TAPS Volleyball Championships. Coach Hudson, what do you see out there so far?
Well,
Risa Olsen to the back line. She's been back there for a few rotations now. She's much better when she comes to the front and starts attacking. So a couple of more points, she'll be back up where she's more comfortable. And Tessa Henry, she's on the back row now in the middle. Yeah. She's the outside hitter for Ovilla. Number 13 in white, Taylor Salcida. She's our libero. She's going to serve us back into play. R1's ready, R2 plays. That was number 5, Seco. Number 11 sets Brenner. Brenner goes to Nunez. Set on the near side by Eckerd. There she comes from the far side. That was number 7, Nunez.
It looks like the ball was just out. You know, it's coming to the line. Good swing, just out.
9-7 our score. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner with the serve. Tessa Henry gets her hands on it. Number 13, Salcida, sends it back. Number 11, that's Daisy Palmer. She sets Olsen. Salcida, Henry. Number 5, setting number 11. Here we come. Number 10, Brenner with the back row attack. Number 11, Eckert. Got it back over. 11 setting Olsen this time at the net. That was a hard set. Kind of drifted towards the net. She couldn't get her feet underneath her. That's going to be a point for Ovilla. Nunez, she serves way on the far side. She's on that line when she comes in. See if she stays close or comes cross court.
And there was a question on whether the block touched the ball or not. That was a question of Waldorf.
Number 8, Ruby Tunney wanted to go after that ball, but it sails long and brings our score Waldorf 10, Ovilla 8. It's going to be number 5, Miranda Seco with the serve. Ball dropped pretty quick. Number 13, Salcida made a driving attempt, but unable to corral it. Waldorf 11, Ovilla 8. Miranda Seco again to serve. Good job by Nunez. She gets it to Eckert. Eckert finds Tessa Henry. Good block at the net by number 4. Salcida, Eckert, Henry with the tip that time. Found that little open gap in the defense. That's going to be point Ovilla. Brings our score 11-9. Ovilla 9, Waldorf 11. Number 11 brings us to Molly Eckert, our setter. Good job by Brenner. She goes to number 11, Palmer. Palmer found Olsen on this near side. She's back up in that front row. Our score, Waldorf 9. Ovilla, Waldorf 12, Ovilla 9. Serving from the far side is number 11, Daisy Palmer. Nunez, Eckert, Henry, block at the net. This time Olsen with the pushover. Nunez going far side to number 3. That was number 5, Miranda Seco. I didn't see what the call was.
We had a net foul. We had a net foul on number 4 for Waldorf.
There you go, point Ovilla. Ovilla fighting back, 10-12. We have number 6, that's Hallie Jesse. Good job by Brenner. She gets it to Palmer. She finds Olsen. Henry goes to Eckert. This time it's Allie Jesse. Ball played off the roof. It came into play last night. Sent back over by Brenner. We have Nunez. She's going far side to her teammate number 8, Olsen. Allie Jesse. Recovery by number 11, Eckert. She goes to Tessa Henry. Good job by the time by number 11, Palmer. Push deep, Brenner. Palmer. Number 12 was Theo Morin. And then the pushback over. Score, Ovilla. Point, Ovilla. Ovilla 11, Waldorf 12. Long rally there.
It's a good rally. The thing is that the change in tempo is always a good thing in a long rally.
There we go. Allie Jesse. Brenner. Palmer. Brenner. Net. Point, Ovilla. We're tied at 12. Allie Jesse. She's back to serve again. Olsen to Palmer. That time the kill came back through.
Now, number 3 is very accurate on that line shot. She does a very good job on that line shot.
That's one of those seniors you were talking about hanging out here on this near side. Now she goes back to serve. Let's see what she's got from the line. That's Risa Olsen. Henry. Eckert pushes it over. Olsen with the dive save. Number 10 is Brenner. Heard the whistle, didn't see the call.
We had a net foul on number 14 on Red Oak.
So it's going to be point Waldorf. They take a 14-12 lead. Olsen again with the serve. Risa Olsen. 13 looked at that a long time. Taylor Sauceda finally said, it's going out. I'm going to step back. Point Ovilla. Ovilla 13 serving 14. That takes nerves of steel to let that one drop in. Tessa Henry, folks. Olsen to Palmer to Brenner. Henry. Eckert. Nunez. Olsen. Palmer. He got the call. Looked like it was net on number 4, Eva McGuire, maybe. We're tied at 14. Tessa Henry says, thank you. I'll take the serve. Henry comes near side to number 10, Charlotte Brenner. Far side, McGuire, unable to clear the net.
4 hits.
Yeah. She had the thought, she didn't have the elevation. Came up a little short. Tessa Henry, she's had a good night so far here on the service line. Tessa Henry, number 8 for Ovilla, serving 15, serving 14. We're setting number 10, Brenner. She pushes deep. Flag went up immediately. I've really appreciated the officials this last couple of days. They're making very decisive line calls. Makes it a lot easier to coach and to play if you see that flag go up or down. Number 8, Tessa Henry. Number 10, Brenner. Number 11, Palmer. Comes back to Brenner, goes cross-court. Good stop by Sauceda. Eckert, she's looking for Nunez. Whistle.
Okay. We had that was a double hit. 2 hits on the setter, number 11.
With that point for Waldorf, Waldorf 15, serving 16.
We just had a little exchange on the libero that they need to go behind the attack line.
A little humor there as Eva McGuire sends it into play. Sauceda finds Eckert. They're looking for Henry from the back row. McGuire unable to control. It's going to be a point Ovilla. Ovilla 17, Waldorf 15. The ball rolls in front of us and no one comes to get it. Summer Stevens says, hey, I'll take care of this. I'm serving. I want that ball. Summer Stevens, number 4 for Ovilla. Olsen. Palmer. Olsen from the back row finds Tessa Henry.
We had another net foul on number 14 from Red Oak.
Both teams having a little trouble figuring out where that is, I think. Waldorf 16, Ovilla 17. It's going to be number 8. That's Ruby Tunney back to serve again. She goes deep middle to Tessa Henry. Eckert, Nunez, sails long, point, Waldorf. We're all tied at 17. Grace Prep attacked Tessa Henry on that back row yesterday quite a bit. She's up to the task. For a tall girl, she gets down low when she needs to. We're tied at 17. Number 8, Ruby Tunney with the serve. Tessa Henry said, thank you, and let it walk right on by. That's a point for Ovilla, who brings in the lead, 18-17. Number 13, that's going to be Taylor Salcida, our junior libero for Ovilla.
And, you know, Coach, when you look at the score, Waldorf has missed at least 6 serves, so this score would not be this if they had not missed that many serves.
We're going wide to Nunez. Came off the block and went in. Both teams have height. The block has been pretty effective. The net seems to have gotten in the way a couple of times, though. It's going to be 19 for Ovilla, 17 for Waldorf, 13. That's going to be Taylor Salcida sending the serve. She went a little wide. She was thinking straight and then went left. 18 for Waldorf on that point, 19 for Ovilla. Number 10 is going to be Charlotte Brenner with the serve. She comes from deep. Let's see what she does with it. Tessa Henry. Eckert. This time we come to Nunez on the near side. Blocked by number 7 and number 3. That's Ruby Bledsoe and Risa Olsen.
Okay, we have a net call on number 3.
Call.
Yeah. And the coach is questioning whether the ball hit the net into her or not. But apparently not.
Coach Cisneros was pleading his case, but the R2 didn't give in. That's going to be a point for Ovilla. Ovilla 20, Waldorf 18. Nunez with the serve. Good job that time to set. We got Palmer. She's setting number 7. Good job of the attack by Bledsoe. Nunez sends it back over. Ball dug. Salcida. Eckert looking for Henry. Henry with the tip. Good dive. Excellent job by that time of Ruby Tunney to get there. On her back, number 11, Daisy Palmer got it up, but there was not a third person there to take care of that ball. It died on the far sideline. We've got a timeout on the court, 21-18, Ovilla with the lead. Thank you for joining us on TAPS Radio and TAPS TV for the two-way volleyball championships here from University High School in Waco, Texas.
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden tore his ACL last year, we were all devastated. We didn't think that a 13-year-old could have a problem such as that.
Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedic and Sports Medicine not only repaired Aiden's ACL, but they gave him the knowledge and skills to prevent any future injuries.
Now, less than a year later, he's back to hitting homers and doing phenomenal.
Nunez from Ovilla, she's ready to serve. The whistle is blown. Ovilla with a 21-18 lead. Ruby Tunney sends the ball to number 11, Palmer. Palmer's looking for Olsen. Hard swing, but it doesn't clear the net. 22 on the point for Ovilla, 18 for Waldorf. Nunez again with serve. Back row back there is Charlotte Brenner, Ruby Tunney, and number 5, Seckel. She goes to Tunney. Palmer sets Olsen, block at the net. Looked like it sailed wide. Waldorf needed that. That point brings them to 19. Ovilla with 22. Fighting out of a hole this time will be number 5, Miranda Seckel. She is our libero. 13 Salcida. She finds Eckert with a quick tip. Excellent dive by player. Eckert goes to Henry this time. Seckel again up to the task. Palmer to Olsen. Block at the net. looked like number 11 and number 6. That was Molly Eckert and Hallie Jesse, but the ball fell on their side. 22-20. Waldorf fighting out of the hole. Seckel with the serve. Finds Nunez to Eckert. We're going far side to Henry.
We just had a touch on that, Coach. The ball was going wide, but someone touched it, number 8.
Coach is doing a little explaining to his player over there. It's a good job. They're looking at each other like, was it me? I think I would have known. 23-20 Ovilla. Number 11, Eckert sends it into play. That's Brenner to Palmer to Olson. Good job that time by number 11, Eckert. They serve number 3. Number 3 finds the court. Number 3, Ava Rose, making her presence felt. It's game point, 24-20. That's Molly Eckert, the setter, stepping back. She'd like to end this one right here. Good job by Brenner. Palmer keeps it in the air. Good conversation by number 8, Tunney, to say, I'll take it. Eckert, Henry. Good job by Seckel to get down. They get the ball up. It clears the net. Eckert. That was Nunez from the back row. Number 8. Waldorf having a little trouble on the passing. This time, Henry comes up. Olson. Not sure of that call either.
All right. What happened there, Coach, is the number 8 ran a slide, and she hit the ball across, but she hit the antenna. She hit it outside the antenna. That was the call. Number 11 has done some great defensive over Waldorf.
I'm glad your vantage point. All I saw was the R1. I was like, the ball's going to fall. All right, here we go. This is number 11, Palmer. Off the hands of number 3, unable to control. Ava Rose got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it back down into court. Ovilla 24, it's still game point. Waldorf 22 with rally scoring. Ovilla needs the point here to end the game. Salceda, Eckert, Henry. Oh, that was that short look. I don't think they were prepared.
You know, Coach, number 8's done that about 5 times now. They're really focused on her hitting that ball hard down the line.
Yeah.
She's gone to a tip, and it's been a kill every time.
And, you know, she's got a little more height and a little more elevation. When they come up to block, that tip is almost the perfect answer because she gets right over the top.
Yeah, she can go over the net. She can go over that block, and that's a plus for her.
When Brenner, number 10, has been behind her, she's been able to sneak in, but then she leaves that whole back line open. So at some point, Henry's going to say no more. I'm going to start hitting. So
that's right.
We go to game number 2. Victory that time by Ovilla. They take a 1-0 lead. Thank you for joining us for TAPS 2A Volleyball here from University High.
Hi, we're thrilled to be here today with our new partner, Chipotle. And I'm here with Shane, and Shane is representing them here in Texas. And we're thrilled with this.
Hope you'll join us here shortly on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for the 2A championships.
Hi, we're thrilled to be here today with our new partner, Chipotle. And I'm here with Shane, and Shane is representing them here in Texas. And we're thrilled with this new partnership. Tell us a little bit about why Chipotle chose to be a partner with TAPS.
Yeah, so Chipotle understands the importance of nutrition, and so Chipotle has essentially started a whole new initiative of real food for real athletes. And Chipotle understands that athletes need to eat a little differently than the regular Joe, and so they are bringing proper nutrition and a little bit of education to the sports world.
And then tell us a little bit about what you're doing with the schools. Once you've met with the coaches here in the hospitality lounge at Volleyball, tell us what your goal is in interacting with our coaches and our families.
Yeah, so we're working to get into the schools to provide athletes education on the proper ways to eat. So we will talk to coaches, first get them to understand that what we're doing is going to be beneficial for their program, for them, and for their athletes. And so we will then go in, we'll talk to their athletes, we'll give nutrition talks, team talks, however that may be, and we'll talk to the athletes about macronutrients and the fuel that they put in their body.
Now, I understand that you guys are actually giving out trophies as well. Are you a good luck charm? Are you influencing who wins?
I don't know if I'm going to influence who wins, but I will sure be a great little token once they do win.
Absolutely. And perhaps if they've had real food for real athletes, they will win. Thank you, Shane.
5-minute instructions. They're looking to extend their 1-0 game lead. Thank you for joining us for the 2A championships here on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio. Thank you again to Tasso for providing today's officials. The games don't take place if you're not there on the stand and on the ground. All of our crews have been very decisive in their calls. They've been willing to talk to the coaches. It's always a good sign when both of them are being able to talk. The R2s have been very good at both days about being visible and being talkative. Liberos have subbed in. Well, Saseto's a little late, but she's coming on this side on the right. See which way we're going. She's going to come in for number 14. Number 14, Genesis Bowens takes the seat. Service coming up from number 7, Nunez. It seems to be the order he likes it. Nunez leading them off. And she does come from way over here on the side when she serves. Good job by number 8 to dig it out. Tip at the line by number 11. That was Molly Eckert with the tip back. Point Ovilla. Ovilla 1, Waldorf 0. Game number 2. Nunez with the serve. This time she goes to number 5, Seiko. They set Risa Olsen. Olsen is up to the task. She sends the ball long. Seiko sends the ball into play. It was a low serve. Salcida, Eckert, Henry, ground.
There she is again, Coach, with that tip. She recognizes very rapidly that the right back defensive player is too deep.
Looks like number 11 with the serve, Molly Eckert. She finds number 10, Brenner. Brenner to Seiko. Brenner from the back row. Salcida goes to Palmer. Palmer pushes over. Ball dug by Seiko, but unable to keep it in. Came over the net, but found the outside of the court.
And you know, that's a nice skill for a setter to be able to see the court on the other side and do that. That's a nice skill.
Eckert, Brenner, Palmer, Olsen, off the hands of Nunez. Nunez almost didn't go up last minute, got her hands up. Point to Waldorf. Tessa Henry this time doesn't tip. We're setting on the far side to Olsen. She has to bump over. Nunez. Eckert. This time it's number 3. That's Ava Rose again. This time Palmer goes to Olsen in the middle. She finds that outside line. Waldorf feels much more comfortable with her up front. We're changing the score. I'll give it to you when I get it. Number 11, Daisy Palmer sent it into play. It's an interesting score on the scoreboard. It's gone from 6-2, now it's 4-3. So we're going to go with Waldorf up 4-3. Good job that time by number 7, Nunez. And then there she is in the middle again. If they can get it up and over the net, she's ready for the play. That's Tessa Henry, number 8. Number 14, Genesis Bowens enters the contest for Ovilla. Ovilla's tied it up 4-all, but they have a 1-game-to-none lead. Looks like number 6 stepping back at the back end back there is Hallie Jesse. Hallie Jesse to serve. Seiko, Palmer, Olsen, score. Point, Waldorf. Waldorf now leads 5-4.
Yeah, Waldorf has finally realized that there's a very short blocker in front of number 3 over there.
Maybe they'll find her. That's Ava Rose. She's been up to the task, but Olsen Salceda, Eckert. Good hustle, but unable to control. That was number 4, Eva McGuire, making the attempt for Waldorf. Scoreboard says 5-5. I'm going to go with it from my vantage point. Tessa Henry, she's on the back row. She's serving. Segal. Palmer, number 10. Brenner. Nunez says, I'll take my swing. Eckert, number 10. Whistle blows.
We had the setter over the line, a line violation.
I think she knew it when she hit it, too.
Right.
6-5, Ovilla. Tessa Henry with the serve. Segal goes to Palmer. I think we did it again.
Yep. Setter's a little upset because the pass is really tight, and that's a tough set for her.
Coach Lou doesn't want to call a timeout, but I wouldn't let it happen again.
Yeah.
Number 8, Tessa Henry. Segal. Palmer. Brenner. Nunez pushes back over Segal. Palmer. We're looking for Brenner. Goes deep to Salceda.
We have a net violation again by number 14 on Red Oak.
That's Genesis Bowens. She plays pretty tight. She hasn't taken too many steps back. She's only a foot away. We're 7-6 for Ovilla. 6 serving 7. That's number 4, Eva McGuire. Tessa Henry went low on that one to Nunez. Number 11 sends it back over Eckert. We're setting Brenner. Brenner hits the block. Genesis Bowen. She didn't find the net that time. She stayed on her side.
Yeah, I think there was a question by the Waldorf coach. He really thought that number 14 was in the net again. It looked pretty clean to me.
Ball played in by Ava Rose. Rose. Henry. Salceda. Just short.
That was an oops.
Yep. She had the right play. I don't know. The block was set up, too, pretty good. Waldorf might have pounced on that. It had come another 1.5 feet. We got number 8 with the serve, Ruby Tunney. Number 4 with the receive was Summer Stevens. That's Nunez. Trouble at the net. They keep it alive. Number 7 finally with the push over Ruby Bledsoe. Salceda. Sent back over by Eckert. Palmer looking for Brenner. At the block at the net by 11 and 14. Genesis Bowens. Eckert comes this side to Nunez. Block at the net by 11 and 7. Palmer sets up Olsen from the back line. Eckert sets up Nunez from the front line. Excellent dive that time by number 8. We got to give credit to Ruby Tunney for keeping it alive. That ball was pushed a little too close to the net. Our setter, Molly Eckert, thought she could tip it over just a little light on the toss. We're all tied up at 8 apiece, and number 8, we're 8's wild here. Ruby Tunney with the serve. She finds the net. Those are the points you kind of want back in these close games, I'm sure.
You just know that the serve's crucial. It's got to go over the net so at least somebody can make a mistake, hopefully.
Coach Cisneros has taken a seat. I think he's going to give them a break, and then he's going to get back up. Salceda goes to Tunney, goes to Palmer. That was number 7, Ruby Bledsoe. We're tied at 9. I think Palmer, the little setter there, Ruby, has settled down a little bit after that couple of miscues. She's back in the game looking for Waldorf.
Exactly.
It's good to see her kind of recover. We've got number 10 with the serve. That's Charlotte Brenner. Tessa Henry. Eckert pushed back over both times. Whistle at the net.
Yeah, he called a lift on number 3.
That's number 7, Ruby Bledsoe.
I'm sorry, number 7.
She's a little frustrated with herself, too. We're coming from this far side. That's got to be Nunez. Palmer looking to set Olsen. That block by number 11, Eckert, and number 6, Allie Jesse. They've tried to play away from Tessa Henry, but the block at the net has been pretty good on the far side, too.
And they have their crucial, this is a crucial lineup on the front with number 3, number 7, and number 11. That's crucial.
Nunez, Caseta, Seckel, Olsen, Nunez. Eckert pushes across, number 10, Brenner, number 5, Seckel, number 3, Olsen, Salceda. Eckert looking for Henry. She has the tip, kept in the air. Whistle blew before the play.
We had a net foul on number 7 on Waldorf. You know, they're going for it, and that's what you want. They're just really trying to block the ball.
Both teams playing that 1 foot off the net. There's not a lot of discrepancy there when it comes close. That's going to be number 8. Oh, she looks to Olsen. Olsen to number 4. Eckert on the far side to Nunez. Number 3, Olsen. Number 11, Palmer. Back to Olsen. Block at the net. Number 11 pushes number 3. Olsen goes atop. That's Nunez coming far side. Tessa Henry. They called a touch at the net, it looked like.
Yeah, touch off the block. Touch off the block, and a good call.
Looks like a quick timeout, this time by Waldorf. We're going to go to timeout with Ovilla 13, Waldorf 9. We're in game number 2 with Ovilla with a 1-0 lead. Thank you for joining us on the 2A championships here on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio. Thank you again for joining us for the 2A Volleyball Championships. Austin Waldorf and Ovilla. Ovilla with a 13-9 lead. Nunez coming way off the court on this near side with her serve. Giving them fits so far today. She's almost on the purple when she starts. Good hit to the middle. Seckel. That was Palmer. They find Olsen. Block at the net again. That's Eckert and Hallie Jesse. Those two have combined on that far side. They're leaving Tessa Henry on the near side alone, putting the other two wherever Olsen goes. Waldorf's going to have to find another answer here. Nunez sends us into play.
You know, setter's never... Oops. A setter's always happy if they ever get the block.
Yep.
They're real excited about that.
It's interesting. They've kept Eckert up there for the block every time she's been on. I mean, she's aggressive on that side.
They've done a really good job there.
Seckel sends it into Nunez. Eckert, Henry. Good job by Seckel to recover. Brenner sent back over by Seckel. Ball sails high. Coach and all the players were there to watch it bounce for the point, Ovilla. Ovilla 15, Waldorf 10. Number 11, Eckert, now rotates back to the back with her serve. She's been excellent up front on the block. Good job by Brenner to Palmer. To Olsen, keep it into play. Tessa Henry, Charlotte Brenner. Number 3, Ava Rose got up. Players on the ground everywhere.
And with all the hustle, of course there was a line violation. But you got to give them credit. They were going for it.
They did everything they could.
Yeah.
Waldorf trailing 10-16. Molly Eckert serving, 16 serving 10 for Ovilla. Floats in, Brenner to Palmer to Olsen. Block. That's Tessa Henry and Hallie Jesse. Hallie Jesse's been in on most of the blocks.
She has. She's done a great job for them.
That's going to be
the last 3 rotations. Yep. She's done a great job for them.
We're going to take a timeout by Waldorf as he tries to solve where he wants to go with that ball to get away from that block. I think they're leaving Tessa Henry open almost as a one person on this side to take care of it and really stepping in front of Olsen every time.
That's true. Because they know that number 3 is Waldorf's go-to player over there. So they're just putting a big block up there and letting everybody else play short defense.
Waldorf's got number 7, Bledsoe, on this near side, but they haven't set her at all. It seems like they're just going to continue to try to go through Olsen.
Which is unusual because yesterday they utilized 7.
Yep. They did it quite a bit. It's a good match here for the 2A championships. Ovilla's raced out to a 17-10 lead here over Waldorf in game number 2. I think the momentum is starting to well up in Ovilla. Waldorf, whether they win this game or not, they need to win a few points and get their confidence back to come back into game 3 if they can't win this one. Number 11, that's going to be Molly Eckert with the serve, leading 17-10. Ball goes deep. Sekel. Number 8 serves up Risa Olsen. Number 11, Eckert. Number 3, Ava Rose. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner. Palmer, Olsen, block at the net. Tessa Henry, Hallie James. That's becoming a recurring theme. A little conversation here between the R1 and the captain for Waldorf.
Yeah, there's some question about if, in fact, they are in the net, and obviously it would be called if they were.
Eckert, Sekel, number 11. That was Palmer, sends it over. Nunez, number 8. Ruby Tunney got down, but she couldn't get the ball back up. It's 19-10. Eckert continues with her serve. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner, trying to get her team together. Senior outside hitter trying to rally for the cause. Eckert sends the ball in near side. Sekel, Palmer with the push. Salceda up to the task. Eckert sends it over. Olsen, Salceda, Eckert, Tessa Henry, block. Eckert sends it on over. Number 8 in the way. Tunney. Olsen again. Dive by number 7, Nunez. Sekel to Palmer to Olsen. Ava Rose. Eckert. Nunez. Tunney. Tessa Henry. If it's in, it's a point, and it is in. Flag went down immediately. Ovilla 20, Waldorf 10.
And Coach, one of the things that whenever you're down and that momentum is shifted away from you, then you become tentative and you don't hit the ball like you should, and you try to place it instead of just going ahead and playing,
Brenner's able to get it over. Henry able to handle Eckert. Going outside on the runaround. Good block that time by Waldorf. Salceda's able to get it up and over to continue the rally. Sekel sends it far side to Olsen. Olsen, Nunez. Eckert pushes over. Adis Tunney. Palmer. Olsen. Flags are up. Looks like it's out to me. They signal point Ovilla. 21-10. Our scoreboard keeps jumping ahead quite a bit. I'm never sure. 21-10. Ovilla. Eckert. Sekel wanted to go up. Thought better of it and earns the point. Waldorf 11. Ovilla 21. At the service line will be number 11, Daisy Palmer.
This is a crucial play right here for Waldorf. Crucial serve.
Ava Rose. Eckert. Henry. Looks like we did call him the net that time, maybe.
Yeah, a net foul. Net foul on 8.
She was up and over, so like
right.
Wherever she went, she's going to come down wrong. Number 11, Daisy Palmer. Sends the ball to the net. Point, Ovilla. Ovilla 22, Waldorf 12 here in game number 2. And here's Hallie Jesse. She's moved back to the back row now. You have Eckert, Hallie Jesse, and Nunez on the back. Officials say we're going to check in and out the way we're supposed to. Number 6, Hallie Jesse. Sekel, Palmer. They were looking for Olsen. Off the block, goes out of bounds. Point Waldorf sends Olsen to the serve. 13-12. She needs to do some damage here to get him back in the game. Olsen with the serve. Found the net. Kind of reminiscent of the beginning of that first game where Waldorf had a few net violations.
And these are seniors. These are seniors that are struggling right now.
Number 8, Tessa Henry moves to the back row with the serve. Olsen, Segal. Olsen able to send it over. That's Nunez. That's Eckert. Nunez. Looks like we had a touch. They called a touch on the Waldorf player. Now we're going to ask the question, did we do that? Charlotte Brenner trying to rally the troops and explain to coach what's going on. The R2 has a conversation as well.
And you know, the linesperson called that immediately. There wasn't a delay in the call, so, you know. But they were visibly upset about the call.
It's always good to see the officials, when there is a controversy, to come have a conversation, get it straight in their head so they can go explain it. I'll tell you what, our lines people this whole tournament have been very quick. They've been very decisive and very quick to signal in, out, or touch.
And you know, as a coach, that's all that you ask for, because they saw it, or they wouldn't be that fast, you know.
As a basketball official, I was always told, call what you see, not what you hear, not what you think.
Exactly.
And I think if you see it and I can explain what I saw, that's the best you can ask for anybody. It's that human element to the contest. But it's a tough time because it would be point number 24 for Ovilla and bring us almost to the game.
Yeah.
Looks like the call is going to stand. So Tessa Henry, number 8, she's going to be serving for game number 2, up 24-13. Goes deep to Segal. Segal, Palmer, Olsen, block. That's number 14. That's Genesis Bowen combining with number 7, Nunez, for the block. That brings our score 25-13. 25-13 goes to Ovilla. Ovilla with a 2-set lead here at the TAPS 2A Championships in Waco. What do you see out there, Coach?
Well, you know, one of the things about volleyball is that it is a momentum game. And it can change within one moment, you know. And oftentimes whenever you feel like that the call went against you as a team and as a coach, is that instead of going, okay, we got this, you allow yourself to dwell on that moment, and that's all it takes. It's just that one moment.
I think the hardest thing I had to learn in coaching was whether it was good or whether it was bad, my expression couldn't change. Because my players fed off of me.
Exactly.
If I was out there arguing or going out of control, they looked at me and thought they could. It's kind of hard being the adult in the situation saying, y'all settle down when I couldn't. But Coach has done a very good job. He's asking the questions in the right way.
Right.
Got to be proud of Coach Cisneros. Got to be proud of his team.
Right.
Charlotte Brenner, number 10, his captain's done a good job of continuing to ask the questions and the right questions. There's been a lot of play in the net today, though. It seems like both teams have been very aggressive up front, so we'll see if they can correct those calls. And to be honest, my view right now is that Waldorf needs to get the serve in.
Absolutely. And, you know, as a coach, you that's why you train your blockers. You train them to seal that net and to attack because, you know, my personal philosophy is if you can win at the net, you're going to win the match.
Right.
You know, if you can stop that ball from coming over, then you're going to control what's going on. And what Waldorf has to do now is those 4 seniors have got to step up and say, it's time. It's time.
I think Waldorf's number 10, Brenner, on that front row, they need to use her in the attack. They're trying to send everything through Olsen, which we understand she's an excellent player, but they're setting a double block in front of her every time.
Exactly. Yeah, and number 10 did a good job when definitely when we played them, and she's got fire. You know, she's got fire in that heart, and that's you can watch just by seeing her play. You can see that.
So it looks like we're going to go number 7. That's going to be Ruby Bledsoe. Number 11, Daisy Palmer up front.
Yeah, he's not changing his lineup. This is his starting lineup.
Well, you play with what got you here.
Absolutely.
I know that better than most. Whether you win or lose with them, they're the ones that brung you.
Yep. and you're not going to see any change in the other team either. You know?
I wouldn't think so. It is hard to come up when you go 2-0 to not coast for a little bit. So Ovilla's going to have to work on keeping the intensity up. They've got a handle on this match. Don't let it go early. And they've jumped up in both games early.
You know what they have done is they've changed their attack strategy. They're not pounding the ball. They're sending that ball over. They're tipping that ball. They're forcing Waldorf to play a lot of defense, a lot of running defense, a lot of moving, and that's tough as a volleyball player because you just want that ball to come to you, you know.
Well, how hard it is on the back row when they keep going to the middle of the court. You have to continuously come up and go low to get the ball on those tips and those easy passes.
That's it. See, that's when you as a defensive player get tired. You got to be strong because you're up, you're back, you're up, you're back, you know, and you've got to be moving. Read and move, and that's tough.
On the back row, we have Tessa Henry. We've got number 4, Summer Stevens, and number 13, Taylor Salceda. Tessa Henry. Eckert. Looked like we had the attack on the near side by Nunez. Fought back. Henry. Eckert. Nunez. Excellent drive. They're coming with power now with Nunez. Nunez can tip, but I think she likes to hit a little bit more. She'll go back to serve. I know others do it, but she's so far off when she makes that little looping serve. She comes with power. She goes near side. Olsen gets it back up to Palmer. Set over here to Olsen. Eckert goes to Nunez from the back end, and she sends that one long. Waldorf needs to rally here, 1 point at a time. Don't try to get 24 at once. Segal needs to get the ball over and then just play. Take a deep breath and have some fun. You made it this far. Let's have fun with it. She gets the ball to Nunez. Sets to Eckert. They go far side to Tessa Henry. She fights through the block. They had the block of Eva McGuire and Daisy Palmer, but they weren't able to send it back. Ovilla 2, Waldorf 1, number 11. That's Molly Eckert. Number 5, Segal. Palmer with the push. Eckert, Nunez. On the far side, number 3, Ava Rose. Palmer sets. Olsen attacks and finds with that little tip. Finally found a way around that block, staring her in the face. We're tied at 2. See who's going back here for Waldorf. It looks like number 11. Number 11 is going to be Daisy Palmer. Senior setter. Senior moment here. Oh. That's bitten them all day. They needed a run right there. Find the net. Ovilla 3. Waldorf 2.
And she's your setter. She's their setter.
Brenner rallies them. Hallie Jesse to serve. She serves long. She got up on the toes and came hard, sending just a little flat. 3-3 our score. Olsen to serve. Yeah, it will be Risa Olsen. Time for this senior to lead them through. Risa Olsen, number 3, our senior outside hitter for Waldorf. She finds Tessa Henry. We find Eckert, Nunez from the back row. Olsen, Palmer, Olsen, Eckert, Salceda. She's looking for Henry. Henry goes to Olsen. Far side, Palmer. Palmer got it to Brenner. Brenner was trying to clear the net. She did, but it sails long for a point for Ovilla. Point Ovilla 4. Waldorf 3. Number 8, Tessa Henry. Good to see that line judge right there, but it's hard to let that one fall.
Yeah, that's a communication problem with middle and left back, you know.
It's really hard, too, when you're trying to fight back into it to let it go, because now you're down 3-5. So 5 serving 3. Ovilla with 5. Waldorf 3. Tessa Henry. Segal. Palmer. Number 10, Brenner. Off of Eckert. Salceda. Tessa Henry. Olsen. There's Palmer. Back to Olsen. Tessa Henry. Eckert with the push. Good job by Segal to recover. Number 11, Palmer. Segal gets it up. It's unfortunate she caught the roof because I think it had the momentum to clear. That's going to be point Ovilla. Ovilla 6, Waldorf 3. Coach is imploring his team, keep on keeping on. You got to keep the momentum. You got to keep the experience high. The crowd's getting into it. Tessa Henry, Risa Olsen, Palmer, Brenner, Henry, Eckerd, far side Nunez. Off of number 11, Daisy Palmer. Palmer got there but couldn't corral it. Ovilla 7, Waldorf 3. Thought that might be coming. Timeout by Coach Cisneros trying to rally his troops.
One of the hardest things is to say to your kids, you know, you can do this. You can do this. When the look on their face is like, no, I can't. And you want to look at those seniors and say, you can do this, and they'll pull through for you. And they want to. And I think oftentimes that's the hardest thing for them is they want to so much that it overcomes their physical. Their mental overcomes their physical skills.
I think it's one of the hardest things in any sport to go point by point, but you have to win the point.
Exactly.
You've got to get them one at a time. There's not going to be a 5 or 6 point play out there to rally you back. But if you can just find some momentum here, but I'll tell you, it gets hard. Henry's got a good serve. She's able to place it well. And when Henry's on the back and Nunez is on that forward punt, they've got an attack from both sides.
And you got a good block up there.
You've got a great block up there with Bowen and Henry. Or Hallie, Jesse, rather.
Yeah.
Tessa sends it in. Segal, misplay. 8-3, Ovilla. Sometimes you just got to play what's in front of you. Keep seeing it. 8-3, Ovilla. Tessa Henry. Net serve. See if this wakes up the Waldorf team. Waldorf 4 serving 8. They're going to send number 4 back. That's Eva McGuire. She served well yesterday. Let's see what she can do today. McGuire to Henry. Eckerd, Nunez. Right back at McGuire. Point Ovilla. Ovilla 9, Waldorf 4. Coach Cisneros continues giving instruction. Back to serve is number 4, Summer Stevens. That's Olsen. Palmer. Brenner. Tessa Henry. Back to number 4, Stevens. Nunez. Palmer gets up. It's at the net.
Yeah, we had a line violation by the setter, number 11. The pass was tight. She tried to jump set edge.
The ball kept sailing on her to the net. I don't think she could have stopped it any other way. That's going to be a point for Ovilla, so it's Ovilla 10 and Waldorf 4. Summer Stevens, Segal, Palmer, Brenner.
We have
catch the ball.
Yeah, she attacked the ball outside the antenna. Yeah. The set was a little tight and outside.
Here comes Summer Stevens looking for that 4th. Olsen, Palmer, Brenner. Falls down Nunez. Eckerd setting Tessa Henry on this far side. Good block. That time by number 10 and number 7. Charlotte Brenner and Ruby Bledsoe.
And they've done a good job of setting the second tempo. You know, and that way the block has to be patient, has to wait on that the second hitter coming in.
We need Ruby Tunney to get us into play. She does. Number 4, Summer Stevens. 11, Eckerd. Number 10, Brenner. Stevens. Eckerd pushes far side to Nunez. The block was there, but it goes through. Diving attempt by number 8, Ruby Tunney, unable to get the ball. Point Ovilla. Ovilla 12, Waldorf 5. It's number 13, Salceda. Little miscommunication on the back line. Seckler probably should have played that ball. Point for Ovilla, 13-5.
Yeah, at this point in the match, anything close you should be going for.
We're going to call a timeout in the action here in the 2A final. 2A final between Ovilla Christian and Waldorf. Ovilla with a 2-set lead, and they're up 13-5 here in set number 3. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for all of today's.
I would say there's nothing more important in life than learning how to present something that you want people to know. There's nothing more important than the ability to say, this is what I believe, what do you believe, and how can we reach a consensus? Whether you're an actor, an athlete, a business person, you need to know how to do that.
Buzzer goes off. Both teams have returned to action. It's going to be a serve by number 13, Taylor Salceda. She finds number 8, Palmer. Number 7, they finally went to her. Ruby Bledsoe's been waiting for that attack opportunity all game long. 13-6. Number 10, Brenner. See what she can do to bring this team back. She's got the fire. Let's see if she can put some points together here. Tessa Henry. Eckert. They go to Nunez, and Nunez brings it right back. Ruby Tunney went low, but unable to get there. Point Ovilla. Nunez back to serve. 14 serving 6 here in game number 3. Nunez. Point for Waldorf. They fought hard on that one. Our score now 14 Ovilla, 7 for Waldorf. And we're sending number 5. Number 5 is going to be Miranda Segal to serve. That's Nunez to Eckert. Far side to Henry with the tip. Excellent rush on that time by Ruby Tunney. Eckert finds Henry again. Number 3, Olsen goes deep. Salceda. Eckert. This time comes back to Nunez. Number 5, Segal. Palmer. Olsen. Nunez sets it up. Ovilla sent over by Eckert. Palmer looking for Olsen. She gets that hit down that time. 14-8. Long rallies. Good hard play, though.
You know, one of the things that they have, Waldorf has adjusted to number 11, sending that ball over on the first contact. That's a good thing.
They're coming up hard. Segal serves. Nunez. Eckert, far side to Henry. Fights through the block. He had number 4, Eva McGuire, and number 11, Daisy Palmer up to block. Unable to corral that one. It's a point for Ovilla. 15-8. Number 11, that's going to be Molly Eckert with the serve. Segal goes to Palmer. Olsen. Eckert goes back to Nunez. She comes in with the attack, and it's in. Little quick set right back to the person behind her. Came in with the attack.
And that's one of those plays where you hit that second ball, and it's usually always good.
Yep. Kind of changes the tempo, doesn't it?
It does.
Eckert with the serve. That's number 10. That's Brenner. Palmer. Olsen. Eckert. Tessa Henry was unable to get a hand on it at the net, so it's a point Waldorf. Waldorf 9, Ovilla 16. Number 11 steps back to serve as Daisy Palmer. She's our setter. Number 3, Ava Rose.
Had a double hit there. The setter called, the R1 called a double hit on the setter.
After our last contest with a lot of doubles, we haven't seen that or list called today very often.
Very little.
Ball played to Ava Rose. Come this side to Hallie Jesse. She sends it long. No touch at the net. It's going to be a point Waldorf. Waldorf 11. Ovilla 16. Waldorf's doing what they need to do. 1 point at a time. Palmer, Salceda, Eckert looking for Tessa Henry. Off the block. Palmer's looking to set near side to Olsen. Nunez returns. Eckert back to Nunez. Her shot goes long. 16-12, Ovilla lead.
Yeah, this is a shot in the arm that Waldorf needed. They've had 4 points back-to-back now. They've got the momentum. The momentum has shifted to them.
This timeout taken by Ovilla. The body language of Waldorf's a little different this time as they went over.
Yes, there's a little more zip in their step.
Yep.
I play soccer, basketball, and I run on the track team. Soccer for my high school was a lot more hard. You were playing with your friends, you were playing with your classmates, your coach was from your school as well.
Waldorf's done a good job these last couple of points of moving the ball around, too. They've gone side to side, and they've attacked from the back row at least once. So it's nice to see them changing their attack strategy.
Yeah, because you got to look at the strong block, and number 6 hadn't blocked as strongly as number 14 on Red Oak's team, but you got 8 up there that you have to worry about.
Bowen's number 14 has been very active at the net. Palmer sends it in. Tessa Henry. Ecker with that quick push. Henry sends it off a Segal. Palmer. Olsen. Hey, that's number 3, Ava Rose. Palmer setting Olsen again. Goes through.
We had a net foul. We had a net foul on number 3 for Waldorf. She's swinging hard. That's what she needs to be doing. She just contacted the net.
You can almost accept that aggressive move because she had a big block in front of her with Allie Jesse and Tessa Henry to get through. It's Allie Jesse, number 6 with the serve. That's Brenner. That's Palmer. Olsen. Goes out.
That's one of those that hits the top of the net, bounces out, unfortunately.
18 serving 12, Hallie Jesse. She finds the net. 18-13, Ovilla with the lead. And Risa Olsen steps back to serve. 13 serving 18. See where Olsen decides to go. Goes deep to Tessa Henry. She's up to the task. Eckert set her back. Good job by Olsen to keep it alive. Palmer gets it to number 4, McGuire. Number 10, Brenner comes up flying. Eckert resets Henry far side. This time she's not tipping. She came full force. Good hit that time. Good kill by Tessa Henry. Henry's had a very varied attack today. She's tipped. She's hit well from both the front and back row.
She's played like a senior.
That's a good way of saying it. Here it comes. Ball in play. Segal. Olsen. Brenner has to bump it over. 14, Bowen back in the game. Eckert goes wide to Nunez. Nunez with the attack at the point.
A net foul was called on her. Again, aggressive swing. She just hit the net. And the R2's telling the coach that it was after her swing, her follow-through hit the net.
Quick change on our scoreboard. That's number 4, McGuire with the serve. Eckert goes wide to Nunez. Nunez pushes this near side. Good job by number 10, Brenner. Olsen from the back row. That's Tessa Henry. Eckert. Nunez sends it back over. Olsen corrals. Palmer coming up to Brenner. There goes Eckert right behind her. Salcedo slows it down. Henry with the hit. Olsen. Palmer looking for Olsen. That hit the top, kind of screwed that up a little bit for him, but they continue to play. So Eckert sends it over. Brenner sends it up. Little miscommunication. Bledsoe tried, but just a little late. Point Ovilla. Ovilla 20, Waldorf 14.
This is what we call one of those broken plays that you have to practice. You have to practice that.
Number 3, Ava Rose. That time they watched it go out. 5-point deficit, 15-20. Waldorf, 1 point at a time. The only way they're going to get back into it.
And Coach, this score right here is A crucial score for a volleyball team. 20-15. It is crucial.
Ruby Tunney with the serve, down 5. Tessa Henry, Nunez looking for Bowen. Block at the net. It's successful. Point Waldorf. Waldorf 16, Ovilla 20. Bledsoe finds number 4. She found Summer Stevens. Nunez. Siegel unable to control. Point Ovilla. Ovilla 21. Waldorf 16. Number 13. This is going to be Taylor Sauceda, the libero. Ball sent deep. Palmer looking for Charlotte Brenner. Unable to connect. Set that a little deep into the net. 22-16. Sauceda again with the serve. Siegel. Palmer. Olsen sends it back over. Eckert looking for Nunez. Nunez found the net instead of the court. Life still for Waldorf. Waldorf trails 17-22.
But that was a great idea. Hit that second ball. That was a great idea.
That's number 10. It's going to be Charlotte Brenner, senior outside hitter, trying to rally Waldorf here with the serve. Tessa Henry gets it back over. Number 8. Tunney was able to control. Point goes to Waldorf. 18-22. They're fighting back. Here comes Brenner with the serve. That was number 4, Summer Stevens. Tessa Henry, Siegel, Palmer, setting Olsen. Olsen, Sauceda. Number 11, Eckert with a quick tip. They go far side to Palmer. Tessa Henry. Eckert sends it up and wide to Nunez. Flags up, it's out.
That's a great rally for Waldorf. Great rally.
19-22, closer than they've been. 3-point deficit. Charlotte Brenner with the serve. Number 4, Summer Stevens. Eckert. She goes near side to Nunez. Off the tip. It's in. 23-19. And Nunez to serve. She's had a good day back there at the line. She's been utilizing that flat serve. It's got a lot of speed to it. Siegel, Palmer, Olsen sends it long and wide. Waldorf now facing elimination at 19-24 here in game number 3. We're a little quick on the clock here, folks, but it is 24-19. Nunez serving for the game, serving for the match. Siegel, Palmer, quick tip. Nunez, Eckert going to Tessa Henry. Off of Siegel. Hand on it by Palmer. 3. Olsen sends it over. Eckert again. Brenner. Palmer. Olsen. Nunez. Eckert sends it over. Palmer goes wide to number 7, Bledsoe. Brought back to Nunez. Eckert sends it up and over. It's a block at the net. Able to get it over. Allie Jesse to Nunez. Goes wide. There's still life on the Waldorf side.
Great rally there. Great rally.
24 for Ovilla, 20 for Waldorf. Siegel to serve. Number 4 checks in, Eva McGuire.
Now it's when you look at where you need to set that ball.
Clip the net. Going to Henry. Good block the net. Olsen. Palmer back to Olsen. With the tip. Sauceda up for it. And it's going to find the ground. That's our 25th point. Ovilla Christian 25-20 in game number 3. That's game, set, and match. Thank you for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for today's 2A championship. Our thanks to Coach Hudson for joining in, giving a little commentary from someone that's been there before. Waldorf, excellent season. He finishes as the 2A runner-up in volleyball 2019. Ovilla Eagles, our 2019 Class 2A champions. We want to thank Tasso for the excellent work all tournament long. Texas Association of Sports Officials, we couldn't do it without you. We'll be back shortly as Kevin Lewis from Chipotle, real food for real athletes. Chipotle, TAP's new sponsor, and Kevin Lewis will present the all-tournament team. Thank you for joining us on TAPS Radio and TAPS TV for the volleyball championships from University High in Waco, Texas. And now, stadium announcer John Pritchett will announce our all-tournament team.
For the presentation of the 2A girls all-tournament team. The broadcast is complete.
Our yesterday's semifinal teams will be honored first. The 2A all-tournament team, 2019. From Huntsville, Alpha Omega, senior outside hitter Jaden Verrier. She's coming from the left-hand side. And also from Huntsville Alpha Omega,
and from Alpha Omega, senior middle blocker Natalie Rex.
From Huntsville Alpha Omega, middle blocker Natalie Rex entering the court. Sierra O'Neill, sorry Sierra, I missed you on the first side. She's a junior from Abilene Christian. And from Abilene Christian, junior Hallie Wade. Excellent volleyball tournament this year for the 2A championships.
All-tournament team member from Austin Waldorf.
From Austin Waldorf, senior Risa Olsen. From Ovilla Christian, junior Audrey Nunez. Sorry, we went Hallie Jesse. Sorry, Hallie. We're sitting across the court from John, so I'll have to follow his lead. From Waldorf, number 5, Miranda Segal. Tessa Henry, middle blocker, and she's a junior from Ovilla Christian. Number 10, Charlotte Brenner, our senior outside hitter for all Waldorf. Our setter, a senior for Ovilla Christian, Molly Eckerd. Our senior setter for Austin Waldorf, number 11, that's Daisy Palmer. And finally, the final position on the all-tournament team, junior outside hitter from Ovilla Christian, Audrey Nunez. Thank you again to Kevin Lewis from Chipotle for honoring our athletes who made the all-tournament team. Few picture opportunities here for all the teams. It's nice to see both teams from yesterday's semifinals show up as well. We turn to face the crowd. You'll turn to face the camera as well. Your 2019 2A All-Tournament team. Congratulations, ladies, on your Final Four appearance and for the champions, Ovilla Christian. And now, Coach Cisneros will recognize this team from Austin Waldorf with their runner-up medals here today. Congratulations, Austin Waldorf, on your Final Four appearance. Awful proud of the girls from Waldorf. They fought back all the way through. Congratulations on an excellent season, which ends as a runner-up in the Class 2A for TAPS 2019 volleyball. As they come forward with their name called, number 1, Clara Pickens. Number 2, Angela Siaba. Number 3, senior Risa Olson. Number 4, Eva McGuire. Number 5, it's another senior, Miranda Segal. Number 6, Natalie Green. Number 7, Ruby Bledsoe. Number 8, it's senior Ruby Tunney. Number 9, Gabriela Marquez. Number 10, senior Charlotte Brenner. Number 11, it's senior setter Daisy Palmer. Number 12, Theo Morin. Number 13, Olivia Platt. Congratulations to Coach Cisneros and his coaching staff. Congratulations to the ladies on their Final Four appearance. Need to give credit for Austin Waldorf School's assistant Whitney Pond as well. Congratulations, the ladies of Waldorf School in Austin, on an excellent season that ends as runner-ups for the 2A Volleyball 2019 campaign. Couple of picture moments, and then we'll begin with our champions from Ovilla Christian. Coach Hayes will award her team their champion medals as we move forward with our awards presentation. School bell interrupts, but we're back to the action. your champions from Ovilla Christian. As they come forward to receive their medals from Coach Hayes. Again, congratulations on winning the 2019 TAPS 2A State Championship here today in Waco, Texas. Number 0, Gabriella Noyce. Number 2, senior Sophia Meismer. Number 3, Ava Rose. Number 4, Summer Stevens. Number 6, Hallie Jesse. Number 7, Audrey Nunez. Number 8, Tessa Henry. Number 10, Madison Parks. Number 11, that's senior Molly Eckerd.
Number 11, senior Molly Eckerd. Number 12, freshman Ashley Heron.
Number 12, Ashley Heron. Injured today, but integral part of the team. Congratulations. Number 13, Taylor Sauceda. That's our libero. Number 14 is Genesis Bowens. And number 16, Madeline Remick. Congratulations, the Eagles from Ovilla Christian on their 2A TAPS Volleyball 2019 Championship. Thank you again for joining us here on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio for the championships. Our 6A semifinals will begin at 5:30 tonight, 5:30 and 8 for the 6A championships here live from Waco, Texas. Thank you again for joining us on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio.